amazing artist. Boy, oh boy, we are glad that you are back, aren't we, Barnaby? We're really excited. Oh yeah, I'm really pumped. You guys know how much I love Art Day, but Miss Eiderson, you have something really big on your head. Oh, well, Barnaby, I forgot to tell you that this week is Rainbow Week, and I'm really excited, so I decided to wear all of my rainbow gear for it. Okay, cool, but what do rainbows have to do with art? Well, that's actually a really good question. So last week we said that we were talking about colors. And so this week, when we talk about rainbows, we are talking about the order of the rainbow, because when we start getting into mixing our colors, it's really important that we know what colors are next to each other. Also, we call it the color spectrum. So it's just really important that we kind of talk about this when we start kind of getting into color a little bit more. Does that make sense? Oh yeah. Okay, so we really need to talk about rainbows. So what are we gonna do, Miss Eiderson? Well, we are doing a really fun rainbow project, but before we do, you know Miss Eiderson loves a good story. So what we're going to do is, before we do our art project, we are going to be reading How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow. And this is, I know I say this a lot, Barnaby, but this is one of Miss Eiderson's favorite stories. So, are you ready? Let's do this, my friends. Reading time!
How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow by Monica Sweeney. The sun and the clouds were best friends. They worked together to keep the earth warm and the gardens growing. But of all the things they did together, their very favorite was making rainbows so that the whole world was colorful and happy. Then one day, the sun and the clouds had a big fight. The clouds were blocking the sun, and the sun couldn't shine through to the earth. The sun went sizzle, sizzle, sizzle at the clouds, and the clouds went clap, bang, boom, back. They stopped being friends and were never in the sky together again. Oh, how sad. With the sun and the clouds far apart, it was scorching hot on some days and damp and cold on others. And worst of all, there were no more rainbows. Without rainbows, the flowers, the streams, and even cities started to lose their color. Soon, the earth was black and white. But in one little town, in one little school, in one little desk, there was one little forgotten box of crayons. And the crayons still had their colors. The desk rattled, shook, clambered, and clanked. All of a sudden, it toppled over, and the box of crayons tumbled out. Ah! I'm naked!
Yippee! Get off of me!
I'm out of here!
Woe is me!
Hey, where are all the colors? The crayons started to search for their colors. They raided marker bins and tore through art projects, but everything, as far as they could see, was only black and white.
Who made all the colors go away?
This is so sad.
This is terrible. What about daffodils and butter?
if oranges aren't orange, do I even exist? The Crayons looked out the window. The sun was all the way to one side of the sky, looking angry, and the clouds were all the way to the other side, looking gloomy. I miss all the colors. We can't even draw rainbows together now.
Wait, that's it. We need to save the rainbows.
So the Crayons started drawing little rainbows all over town. But nothing happened. The sun and the clouds didn't seem to notice.
We have to make our rainbows bigger,
Violet said. Working together, the Crayons drew and scribbled. They made the biggest, brightest, most colorful rainbow the world had ever seen. Ever so slowly, the sun perked up and the clouds floated in for a closer look. The sun and the clouds both peered down, admiring the giant rainbow that the Crayons had drawn.
What bright colors,
said the sun. It's incredible, said the clouds. They looked at each other with great big smiles. The sun said to the clouds,
Remember when we used to be together all the time and make rainbows?
The cloud nodded. I'm sorry for going clap, bang, boom at you.
I'm sorry for going sizzle, sizzle, sizzle at you,
said the sun.
It's better being friends,
said the sun, and the clouds agreed. They hugged. The sun shined brightly and the clouds misted happy rain. Ever so slowly, the rainbows appeared near and far, turning the world colorful again. Oh, wow. And there is our bright, beautiful city with a giant rainbow around it. The end.